Hey everyone, I'm Justin Fisher in the Shape Your Future Healthy Kitchen. We are with Chef Val from the OUTU School of Community Medicine. How are you doing today?
Fine, how are you?
I know I'm doing pretty good. I am all throughout the day needing to snack on something, but I always go for like chocolate. And I need something that's a little bit healthier, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. How about popcorn?
Popcorn is great. Popcorn is it's an intact grain. So that's a little bit different than a whole grain because flour, like wheat flour, can still be a whole grain even though it's ground up.
Okay.
An intact grain means that it has the germ and the bran still intact, so it even has a lower glycemic index, meaning it doesn't affect your blood sugar as much.
That's important, yeah.
Yes. And so the popcorn is so awesome for a lot of reasons. So the blood sugar issue that we talked about, as well as obviously has a great flavor, but you have the opportunity to have a healthy snack as long as you don't put a bunch of butter and salt on your popcorn.
See, my problem with that is I'm not the biggest popcorn fan, so when I go to maybe the movies, I put a lot of butter on it, or a lot of like ranch salt.
Okay.
Let's do it healthier than that.
Well, so we have some chili powder here, and so watch the chili powder because it does have a little bit of sodium. So if you are mixing and blending your own chili powders, you can control that, but just your basic chili powder is gonna have a little bit of salt, but it's not like shaking salt right all over the popcorn.
Okay.
And then the other thing that you could do is popcorn with a little bit of nutritional yeast.
I have not thought about that.
And the reason is because this kind of has a Parmesan-y flavor, and a lot of people actually like to do that. There's several different brands you can buy just at any grocery store, Walmart. So that's a really good combination. But then you might be needing a little sweet snack. And so what we're going to do today is add a little bit of vegetable oil. And
just in a pan, right?
Yeah, just in a pan. It's already preheating. I can see that oil starting to shimmer around. Some popcorn.
And it's kind of fun too.
And this is a great thing for the kids to help with too. And just some plain white sugar. So about a tablespoon of plain white sugar. And so this, we are just going to mix it around.
And do you need to continue to mix this? Is it gonna, if you leave it sit there for a little bit?
Yeah, so just let that sugar dissolve. Okay. And you're gonna wanna keep the lid on because that's gonna help build the pressure so that the corn will pop. But the moisture inside the popcorn is what actually makes it expand and pop.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to let this just cook away until it begins to pop. Okay, so this is still going to continue to pop just a little bit. Okay.
Again, the fun with the kids, I like it.
So this is going to be a little bit like a kettle corn. It's just going to pop and pop. Another thing that would be really great to add is a little bit of cinnamon. Yeah, and so you could do this before, or you can do it right now.
One thing I've learned with you is that you got to put some art on top of it.
That's right.
Make it look good.
Oh, that looks super good.
When we were doing it on the stove, one of my problems is with the bags, it has a taste to it, and I always seem to burn it. So if you could explain how not to do that, would be nice.
So I think just moving it around enough and not having your heat too high, and it really makes a lot of difference what your pan is like, what your cooktop is like. This is an induction, maybe you have a gas stove, maybe you have electric, so you maybe have to play with that just a little bit. So my stove is going to be different than your stove.
Is this a little bit healthier than maybe a bag would be then?
It definitely is, and the reason is because of the trans fats that you get whenever you have the microwave popcorn, because it has to be a fat that's solid at room temperature for it to stay in that bag, but that's exactly what's bad for us.
I gotta be honest, this actually does taste like...
Okay, like I can't even
like
help
a dessert.
It's really good.
All right.
Really good.
Yeah, quick, easy, healthier than maybe you would get in a bag. You can get this recipe and all the other really fun, easy recipes, KJRH.com. Thanks for joining us.